Let's see. Okay, so Twitch API. Oh, you need to be a URL. Okay. What type of URL are you? Oh, a Twitch API, Twitch OAuth2 URL. Okay. Twitch OAuth2. Okay. Twitch OAuth2 URL. Okay, so that's what you're going to be. So you're yelling at me now, so I want you to be... Can I parse you into that? Will that work? Okay, I think that works. Okay, so then we can do token builder, candidate scopes, force verify. Okay, and we have to build these now. This is going to be config dot, what was the first one? Client ID. Oh, but you're not public. Twitch client ID. Config dot. Oh, and I wonder if I need to give reference to you. Otherwise, we'll need to clone it. Twitch client secret. Okay. Okay, so that gives me you. You need to. You need. Okay, so we need to clone you, unfortunately. Which is a little bit unfortunate. Okay. We get our scopes. Force verify true. We have a bunch of warnings, but that's okay. We get our auth URL. And we immediately use that by, okay, so now I want to probably have a function to, I'm thinking I want to do this as its own functions. That way I can just have it be its own thing and update it on its own. I guess, what is it? What is it going to be like I want the token response URL parse. I want to do this into its own function here. So this is going to be the get response URL. We're going to take in the auth URL, which is a URL. I can take ownership of this because it's just gone right away. I don't think any of these need to be await, so I think this can be synchronous. And you're going to return in, what are you going to return? What do we need out of this? I need a state, a code, and the token. That's all I need. That sounds like a new struct for this. So I need like an internal struct of the auth, like the Twitch auth response or something like that. Twitch auth parts. So we're going to have a state, which is a cow string, which is fun. So sure, we'll use a cow. State, we have a code and a token. And so you're going to be the Twitch auth parts. All right, so what does this look like? We're going to let get response URL. Okay, so this is going to be okay, so we're getting response URL parts. And now we have to actually do the thing, right? So the first thing is we have to do that entire print line. So print line. Now this will crash as soon as I run it. Can I find URL? Let's import. Ooh, what type of URL is this? Is it a request URL? Probably. Missing lifetime. I could actually just make these strings. I know that cows would be better, but that's like the auto lifetime. Yeah, and it wants it to be named in here. Okay, so what if I just do... Hold on. What did I do? Just make these strings for right now. Just to get this to compile. Okay. So I want to make sure that this part works. So get response URL, so get user token, Get response. Okay, so I have to call get user token from the main library now. So that I guess it's really just authenticating, right? Okay. No errors, and I think it should actually run the thing now. So if I try to run you, missing environment variable. Oh, right. I need to. Okay. That's good. We actually get those error messages, right? But I need to copy in. So what was this? This was Twitch RS Playground .env to here. And yeah, you can't see that. Good. Okay, so all right, authenticate to Twitch by navigating to the following URL, and then it panics at not done. That's still a little bit hard to read, and that's not great. I don't necessarily want to put this into my paste buffer, but is there? I know there's Is this running as me? If it's running as me, see, I think I want like 2 new lines to begin with. Probably 2 new lines after it. Nope. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. Paste buffer. I know I can use it was like pb copy, like pb copy, and throw that in there. I am only running this on my Mac, although before I try to run this on my Windows system and it breaks everything. So maybe I won't do that. Maybe, you know what? Minimum MVP. We're just going to keep it here. Okay, so I do that. I grab you. So next up, I want to grab, okay, so this is where we're using our password. We want to grab, okay, so we want to get the input now. This is going to be, the response is going to be our password. We want to prompt for the password. paste in the entire URL. Okay, so we grab you. I want to get, okay, so then we get the params. Oh, wait. No, I'm missing that. I'm missing one. So, okay. Then next up, the response URL. Okay, so I want to URL. Oh, but no, it's not that URL. I want to go from a Twitch API. Twitch to URL. Okay, now we parse this from the response. We are parsing. Is it parsing or parsing? Ooh, I don't know. Neither one looks right in my mind. Okay, so we are parsing response URL into, I guess, like a Twitch auth URL. Okay. We're going to get the params out. Query the pairs. We collect this. Into a hash map of, you figure it out. There's our fun cows. Now we can grab our state, code, and token out. Now I want to grab those from here. So I kind of want to import Twitch auth parts. Either I can do a new or I can do a from for this hash map, which kind of sucks. But, you know, I can do the query pairs inside of the from, can't I? So let's take in this URL. Okay, so it's impl from oh, come on. Okay, impl from that for Twitch auth parts. Okay, so we have this URL. Let's see the code. Hello. How are you doing today? The very first thing we're going to do is grab these params and do that right here. So instead of response URL, this could just be URL. We grab you. Doing good? Just chilling before your stream? Nice. Excellent. What's your what are you gonna be streaming about today? Okay, now I can do let state equals params get one state. Now I can do an okay or error, but that kind of I want to try from, don't I? Can I it's just a result, right? Oh, it's more than that. Okay, hold on. Let's redo this a little bit. Yeah, I want to type error. Error, can I do No, it's not that. It's what is the actual error type that I want? Error? Can I do that? No, because there's no error. Can't do an error, right? Oh, I can. Can do that. Audience requests. Got some students who want to learn some Python. Nice. Excellent. Those type of streams are really fun. Okay, so try from, we grab the URL, and then you're going to give a self or an error out. So I want essentially to grab the params like this. And then we grab the state, but this is going to be an okay or error. And the error is going to be, okay, so missing state when handling auth response. Yes, and that's fine. Okay, cool. So we want to just do that again. Let code. This is code. What was it? Unwrap or, no, it's okay or. Okay or error. Missing code when, I guess it's parsing really. Parsing response auth URL. You just got off a project where you're doing millions of requests a day in Python. There should be enough for them. Nice. Yeah, doing that kind of stuff. I could, you definitely see that sort of like glazed look on the eyes by the end of those lessons, which is also fun from our side. Okay, actually, token. So I don't want the token from this. So all we get is state and code. Okay, so that's all we get, state and code. So I don't get the token from this. So I want to return an okay, self, state is going to be state dot. Let's just get the string out of it. Okay, and then you should be happy now. We grab you, so now we can get let Twitch auth parts equals charge parts. try from, come on, give me this. Response URI, URL. Okay, and our context is we are parsing response auth, I guess like response URL. Okay, and that gives us the Twitch auth parts. Oh, and I missed that the ad break was starting. So that just started. All right, welcome back. Sorry about the lack of warning for that. Let's see the code. Your plan is not to anesthetize them, though. Oh, I mean, yeah, we should never anesthetize anesthetize our students. Nah, they deserve the full hard truth every time. Okay, maybe not the full hard truth, but like, you know, whatever truth is within their ZPD, we give them that. Yeah, horror is okay. Yeah, exactly. Twitch auth parts. Okay, so we get the Twitch auth parts, and now we can get the token from this. So that our token is going to be equal to, okay, so we have our token builder. We get user token, and we have to hand it the client. What's the client again? Oh, the client is just this thing, which I never created that anywhere, did I? Okay, so we grab you. Okay, so token. Hand it the client. We hand it. Okay, so the state. It's going to be Twitch auth parts. State. Twitch auth parts. Code, right? Probably. We await. We context. All right. Have fun and good luck. Okay, await context. Okay, so content, Twitch auth parts. All right, so then we're going to, okay, so what is our context? We are getting user token. All right, so we now have our user token and we can return that. So we have an okay and token. So you do need to be an async function here. Okay. Await you, and now we have our user token here. So all of that to get the user token. Excellent. I'm not doing anything with this user token, so I should be safe to compile and run this. Okay, no crashes, no errors. It's exactly what it should be. Okay, so that's good. We've now recreated auth. All right, so that was 21 lines into it. We got get user token, but I'm much happier with sort of the layout of the code, the structure of our code over here on the right now. Next up, we're going to create a Helix client. Okay. So we know we need to do that. And then I'm going to get the user from login. Oh, with these lovely unwraps. Okay, so what's going on here? So I get we get our user. And to be really obvious with who this is the Twitch Helix client. And you are the streamer. So Twitch Helix client, want to get user from login. Now we have to hand it the username. So that's going to be our config Twitch username. And then the user token. We await, and then we have multiple unwraps. Okay, so we have a result, option. Okay, so we have a result. So first off, we have context. So this is getting, I guess like getting user, I guess like getting streamer info. And then it's an option, so I can do another context. Checking that user exists, checking that streamer that we got. I guess like what is it? Getting streamer info. You know what? We'll do okay or error. So this is extracting streamer info here. And now we have our user, which is stored in streamer. Okay, next up, we want to create a WebSocket, which probably will be passed around, so that makes sense to put in here. Oh, this needs to be mutable. And WebSocket client, which is the reason why we installed Tungstenite. Uh-oh. Oh, wait, I got it from my own struct. WebSocket client. Hold on. What? What was I doing? I just create that. Oh, and then I WebSocket run. Okay, so not doing anything with our WebSocket client, but I sort of have it here. Did I implement a new? I must have. Okay, so we do that. And then we can do WebSocket. Did I like add all this in there? Oh, I did. Okay, so I implemented all of this. Oh, and this is where all the stuff happens too. Okay, so it's not gonna be quite that easy. I probably want to create a WebSocket. Yeah, probably want to create like a WebSocket here. So, okay, so we create a new Okay, so we use the default. We create a default WebSocket handler, and I want to run on this, which means we need to create the run function now, which is only like this, which is fine. As you can see with the number of indentations, this is gonna be a fun file. Oh, I'm taking ownership. Ah, mute self. So we have our client, token, and user. And the client is this. Oh, because I created a special type that wraps around this. Yeah, so if I have client, you're going to be a Helix client, which has this fun lifetime, and a request client. I don't think I'm use it very much outside of here. And then the other area, we have the token. So the token, which is going to be a user. I think I need it in multiple places, right? So at this point, let's not take ownership of it. User token. And what is that user? Oh, because the user is also from here. So this is streamer, which is a reference to a user. And you're probably, almost guaranteed you need to be an async function, and we need to return a result. I don't know if we return anything in it. We'll see if we do. Yeah, we're not returning anything. Okay. All right. First things first. I guess we can call and pass this in. Oh, and then you need fun. Can I just get away with putting this lifetime here on impl? Do I need to put it everywhere else too? No, that's fine. All right, so the very first, I guess we'll call this first. So you need to be mutable because we're taking ownership of this. So run client. Oh, and that's why I create this Helix client over here, which is my Twitch Helix client. So Twitch Helix client. And then we have our token, which is user token. And then our streamer, which is that. We're going await, context, and then we have running WebSocket. Okay. Cool. Good. Yay. I mean, it won't be really doing anything yet. But now we're in here. And so we have run. So the very first thing we do is we call connect to do our connection. Awesome. Now this is going to be, yeah, we don't need to take ownership because we're not doing anything with this. So that, all right, this is going to be a fun type. So we're going to get a WebSocket stream with a maybe TLS stream with a Tokyo. Okay, and then we have a Tokyo net TCP stream. That's what we're doing here. Okay. We're going to return that. All right, now I know we played around with the config a little bit, and I don't really know what these are too much, but like this worked for us, so I'm just going to take this, paste you in there. Okay, so next up, we want to connect async with config. Oh, and we have that Twitch event sub WebSocket URL. Oh, which comes from Helix client. Okay. This is our next thing we do. All right, so this doesn't seem too bad. All right. So now we have our connect. So the very first thing we do is we just run a connect, right? So how do I run this? I just call it the stream. Okay, so let stream self.connect. We await. We'll context this. Connecting to stream. I guess like connecting to Twitch. And now we have you. Okay, excellent. Then we do a loop. So then we do an infinite loop, which is always really cool to do in a code. And we're going to do a Tokyo select. Where we're going to have some with a message from Twitch. And we're immediately going to shadow it. Right, so I need the futures crate. Did I not? I did ULSP restart it. Okay, so some message equals this. Okay, so we're going to extract out. Okay, so some message. So we're going to run future stream next, hand it a mutable reference to the stream. We're going to let message. Okay, so in here, we're going to let our message equals. So match this message here. So pull that into this block. Now we're going to return an error. I'm going to kind of have in mind just to accept what we have here. So let's see. Error protocol, error reset without closing handshake. Okay, so this is attempting to connect again if we get a close, right? Right. If we have an error, and then we're continuing so that ends. Okay, so yeah, I think this will be fine. So I'm just going to take you. Paste you in there. Cannot borrow. Stream is mutable because I didn't set you as mutable. Now what? Oh, it's just yeah. Cool. Okay. Why are you not happy with that placement? Okay, so we grab the message out like this. And now we're going to we want to process this message. And so that will come down here. All right, 50 seconds until another ad. Okay, so mute self. We have our message, which is going to be a type message. We have our Helix client. We have our user token. And we have our streamer. Okay, so now up here, let's see what else we have. We have, okay, so connect await. Let's give it a little bit of context here. Our context here is this is stream reset without closing. Oh no, this is attempting to reconnect. This is Attempting to reconnect to stream. This is context, extracting message. Okay. So now here, after we have our message, I want to process the message. We edit the message. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, we have some bots. Only a couple right now. If they get bad, we'll have to do something about that. Okay, self-process message. What are you? Process message. I want my client. Oh, which is just client here. So that's fine. So we have client, we have token, and we have streamer. We're going to await, give it a context, and our context for this one is processing message from Twitch. Did I not call it client? I called it, no, I did call it client. Oh, I need to clone it. Right? Probably. Actually, wait, no. This needs to be a reference, doesn't it? So you're going to be a reference here. Okay, expected Helix client. Okay, so we need you're not happy with that? Oh, you need to be a reference. That's all. Okay. We're good to go. So now we're on to process message. And that is where all of these fun things come in. It's a couple, like it's 100 lines of stuff. Although we're not really doing much with it, which is fine. Okay, so we're going to match message. And so we have a couple different choices. So if it's message text, what am I doing here? Match. Okay, so I match the message. If it's a message text, I immediately then do another match, event parse webhook, hand it the message text, and we get all this stuff.